walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure. I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They go play action here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Michel. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Flush to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? what does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M. And all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now Dobbs. He can run for it, and he will. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Let's rock now. Kill. Hey.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Newton gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back to throw, Newton. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A tackle that time by Akala Witherspoon.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Sony Michel, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20. But not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Newton on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw is Newton. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coleman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Right to the 3.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. On second down, Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on second down is Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
On the ball. Hey!
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 81 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And now out comes Minnesota. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Downs now on second down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw Dobbs. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Downs to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Michelle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a handoff looking right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they try the right side here. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, never takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mel is a very, very fickle man.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They will run again with Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action. Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, 29 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here's Newton. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Dobbs being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Vic Beasley able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff working right, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Dobbs now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks through the contact. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.